The world celebrated the World Polio Day on the 24th of October. And across the world, Rotary has been known to celebrate this day, and by marking it as the day that allows us to remember that we have eradicated polio 99.9%. And the 0.1 that still exists is in Pakistan, where we're fighting so hard to make sure that polio is eradicated. Rotary has spent a lot of money to eradicate polio. And like you can see, the children behind me, no more. Those were immunized, and many more at birth are immunized on polio. It is important for you to note that however small the baby might be, it is important to immunize them against polio. Polio is a killer disease that in the years that passed was one of those diseases that did not allow children to exist past a certain age. We celebrate the World Polio Day, and today we have the Rotary Club of Bulindo that marks the World Polio Day by having a medical camp. And several other Rotary clubs today, you will see, will be celebrating the World Polio Day in a magnificent way. District governors have held press conferences. There have been several events, tugs of war, and different shows of strength to show that we have eradicated polio. And then again, the Rotary Club of Bulindo has held a medical camp to mark this day and remember that polio does not exist anymore. Welcome to the Rotary Moment Show.
Yabuvuddeko Ssaabasajja yavaayo n'akubiriza Obuganda okujjumbira okugaba omusaayi okusobola okutaasa obulamu bwa bannayuganda abakosebwa naddala abafuna obubenje bamaama abazaala era ontoogeddeko n'akulira Rotary Club y'e Bulange omukungu Wamala Anthony nga naye abadde omu ku bagabye omusaayi n'atulambulira enteekateeka eno n'ebiruubirirwa byayo. Ayongeddeko nti baakutambuza enteekateeka eno mu bifo ebirala era n'akubiriza abantu okuwaayo omusaayi okusobola okutaasa abali mu bwetaavu bwago.
Okudduukirira omulamwa gwa Ssaabasajja bwe yatulagira kumanye omusaayi okudduukirirako eri abo abantu abagwetaaga. Twakoze enteekateeka eno nga Rotary Club y'e Bulange otuyambibwako bannaffe aba Mengo Hospital n'aba Red Cross. Tujja kusobola n'okutambuza enteekateeka eno. Twayagadde tutandikire waka ne tujja genda ne mu bifo ebirala bingi tugezeeko okutuukirira abantu abasobola okuwaayo omusaayi, n'olwekyo twagala okukubiriza abantu bonna bwe tunaaba tubatuuseeko baweeyo omusaayi tuguweeyo tusobole okuyamba bannaffe abo bannabwetaaga.
Ate abamu ku bayizi abagabye omusaayi nga batambulira ku mulamwa okugamba nti every drop matters babaddeko omulanga gwe bakubira eri abo abatannaba kwettanira nteekateeka eno.
Our aim every drop matters. Buli drop y'omusaayi egenda kukola impact y'amaanyi nnyo. Aim yaffe yakutaasa bamaama abafiira mu malwaliro ababa bazaala n'abantu abo abagudde kabenje.
Tukubiriza abavubuka bonna okugaba omusaayi tuyambeko okuyamba abantu abali mu bwetaavu bw'omusaayi.
Kirungi nnyo okugaba omusaayi lwa nsonga tuba tutaasa bulamu.
Mu ngeri y'emu Aliho Frank omusawo okuva mu Mengo Hospital Rotary Blood Bank yabazizza abayizi awamu n'abakulu abatwala ettendekero lino olw'okujjumbira enteekateeka eno.
Abayizi bajjumbidde bulungi nnyo ate na leadership y'institution nayo evuddeyo nga otandika ne principal.
Agasseeko nti omusaayi guno bwe gumala okukuŋŋaanyizibwa gutwalibwa byuma gukeberebwa era oguba gusangiddwamu obuzibu okugeza nga siriimu gwawulibwa ku ogwo omulamu.
Omusaayi guno tugutwala tuguteeka mu byuma byaffe bagukebera ne bagulongoosa ne balaba tukusegulongoosa ne bagukebera ne balaba omutuufu okusobola kukozesebwa abantu tubataddeko obulabe then ogugulimu obuzibu nga siriimu n'ebirala ne bagutwala nawe gwe kusaanidde kubeera naye nga sikyakwa kutaasa obulamu.
Alright, as we get ready, listen to the whistle. Listen to the whistle, right?
My name is Stephen Bwango, the current president of the Rotary Club of Bulindo, and we are here in Kimwanyi Health Center too, at a Family Health Day that we commemorate or we put together every year. So of course it's mandated every Rotary Club celebrates this day or has an activity. So this is one of those service projects that we do in our community, but we make sure that every year this has to happen. We have activities like blood donation, we have cancer screening, we've had a number of medical services that are being undertaken. We also with partnership with the Kira municipality who've been able to donate drugs. We also have partners with Medifarm Industries who've also donated a couple of drugs, and friends of Rotary who have come to volunteer services, free services, especially with the doctors and the health workers. But also to appreciate the work that is being done by the VHTs of this community, both Nakwero and Chijabijo, because they're already out there moving in the community and encouraging people to turn up for these services. This is about our fourth activity because we are still a young club, if I may say. Others might say you're already old enough, but we are into our fourth year. So every year we've been commemorating, we've been observing Family Health Day within the community. And the first one that we had was at Nambogo Primary School, where we came in as a club and partnered with so many people who were able to provide us with drugs. I remember those days we had national medical stores coming in with Medifarm and coming in with health centers and also coming in with Kira municipality. So we've since been moving. Also remember that last year we also had this very activity from this very place, and a number of people were able to benefit from this kind of services. A Rotary is not about probably giving out money, but also giving out vocational services. So we have a number of Rotarians who are medical practitioners and others who are technical, medical technicians. So they give out their service free of charge, and all the others partner in the same sense to give service. So this time we've partnered with Kila municipality, and we have a number of people who work at the Kila Health Center who are giving their services. But we also have Rotarians from within the club who have also been able to offer services, and also connections to the partners that have always kept us moving or kept us sufficient with the drugs that we might need for these kind of activities. So the history goes way back as far as Rotary is concerned. That is now across the fraternity. It goes way back. But for us as a club, this is part of our community, that we go as far as Nambogo. We have activities there. This is now Nakwero. We also have in Bulindo. But as far as logistics can allow or services can allow, we always choose a place and make sure that we give back to the community. So this time around we are focusing on health issues, and that's what we've come to identify with and with the community. this is a free service. And I say probably what our target would be is to ensure that we carry out this activity on an annual basis. We observe the Family Health Day. We observe the Polio Day when we carry out vaccinations. So there are polio vaccines. We're also ongoing with the COVID vaccinations. They're still ongoing. So they are not, probably the target is to make sure that you observe the day, you carry out this activity as a service project. So I'm sure every club, every Rotary club has this as part of its goals, to make sure that you carry out a service project in the area, in the health sector. Yeah, my message to about polio, first of all, is to appreciate members who have made contributions towards this. It's so fascinating, or probably you might wonder that a polio vaccine goes for $1, and this is what every Rotarian is urged to contribute, probably on a weekly basis or a daily basis. So others might equate it to a bottle of beer, or forego a day's meal or for lunch, but we are talking about $1. $1 saves one person, and ours is to make sure that we eradicate polio off the planet. So it's a target, it's a goal that Rotary is very much aware of and has made sure that this happens. So I'd like to appreciate all individuals, Rotarians, who are making a contribution towards this cause, but also to stand out to others, because we are so many and we are still out there, that such cases, such activities really define who a true Rotarian is, because we come to serve. And these are kind of some of the opportunities that we're given to be able to serve our community, to give back to humanity. And it's just as cheap as one polio vaccine, which is $1. So it's not about Rotary having money, but through the Rotary fraternity and through the Friends of Rotary, we're able to put all these things together. You get the polio vaccine, you get COVID vaccines, you get the medical team coming in here, and so many people giving free service back to the community. So mine is again to encourage people out there, encourage the Rotarians, do not give up. Polio is yet to be wiped off the planet, and we are achieving, we are moving. Rotary Club of Bulindo is located in Kira municipality, in the heart of Bulindo. That's where we sit, and our membership is open to those people who feel like they have the heart. All right, I can't say that we spell out a criteria, but we are always looking out for another set of hands, another pair of hands. If you feel that you need to give back to community, you need to identify with Rotary to give back to the community, to be able to make a contribution. Of course, within the catchment of Kira, Bulindo is the place. You'll find very vibrant people, and you love the people, you love the members. So the membership is also very vibrant. So I just like to call upon all the people who are within our community, within the catchment of Kira. Please just make it a point. We meet every Sunday at 5 p.m. at Conbury Hotel, which is located in the heart of Bulindo, just in the trading center. You'll be able to see the signposts. Please come and join us, because still humanity still needs us, and together we can do much more.
My name is Anna Chinji, PE, President-elect of Rotary Club of Bulindo. So this project, the Rotary Family Health Days, started when we rolled out the club, that is about 4 years ago. And we've been part of at least 4 major ones. The one that we started with was in Nakwero, where we carried out the Family Rotary Health Days. And then we went to Ntungamo. From Ntungamo, we came to the Kira Health Center 3. And today we are here at Chimwani Health Center 3. Being part of this project is very good. The experience has been very good because we see people who come with different sicknesses and they're able to get a free service on such days. So it's been our good service to be part of this kind of project. And I encourage all Rotarians to be part of this because it is something that is very good. You feel good when you see people coming to get free service. It has really touched me in such a way that in my year, I look forward to even making it bigger, to see that at least many health centers, they get this kind of service, and making sure it doesn't only happen only on one day, to ensure that we extend other services during the year, to see that the health centers are doing well, maybe to offer pregnant mothers or expecting mothers kits. Some of these people don't have the money to access some of these services or to buy themselves some of these things, and yet there are requirements, they are needed. So it has really touched me in such a way that I feel I should offer an extra hand to the health centers.
Thank you. My name is Rotary Robert Kayongo from the Rotary Club of BULINDO, where I'm the project and service director. Today we are holding this health camp in commemoration of the World Polio Day. The district is commemorating at Chitante Primary School, but as a club we decided to come over in our community here to carry out this. This is the second time we are doing it. Ideally we would have wanted it to be a little bit bigger, but we've had issues with the medicines. So basically today what we are doing is there's polio vaccination, then there's COVID vaccination, then there's HPV vaccination, that is vaccination against cancer of the cervix, and then child days to boost children's immunity, deworming, but also we have health medical personnel here who are diagnosing the diseases of people because of the drugs, so we send them out. We don't give them the drugs. We have some few drugs, but most of it is we diagnose and then we prescribe. They can go and buy from the pharmacies. Basically that's what we do. And of course blood donation in partnership with Nakasero Blood Bank. The numbers for blood they have been coming, and as the day goes we think a lot of people are going to turn up. It's not as big as we had last year. Last year was COVID was still a major issue, so we had a lot of people who turned up. Basically, I think we immunized almost 1,000 people here. But it appears maybe people have relaxed about COVID now, or some people are vaccinated, but I know there are a lot of people who are not vaccinated. There are issues about the vaccines and some negativity about the vaccines. We think that's why people are not turning up. But there are a whole lot of people who are not vaccinated. They are still there. Because even here, the in-charge has told us they have a lot of vaccines, which are almost expired because people are not coming.
One of our own was, they diagnosed her with breast cancer. It was something very touching, and I would encourage people to, come for such services where they can screen for free and know whether they are suffering from cancer or they have any other disease.
loves me like you used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves. There's no one I can turn to. And I know.
Amanya gange nze Mugoha Bafras, omutuuze w'okukyalo Kijabijo mu muluka gw'Ekimwanyi. Mu mirimu gino egikolebwa Rotary nkolanga omukwanaganya waagyo community era nga chairman wa governance committee ekwanaganya projects ze bakola zino ez'okukola ebintu mu committee by'okujjanjaba abantu okuyambako kwabo abalemereddwa ne project endala nyingi nga bwe tunagenda mu maaso okuziraba ze batukolera. Abantu basiima nnyo ebintu bya Rotary bye tukolera ekyokulabirako nga ku Nambogo Primary School wali Ekijabijo bakyusiza essomero lyaffe bakyusiza feesi yaalyo batusibidde essomero ne balizimbako olukomera batuzimbidde toilet z'amazzi ze tutalowooza nga nako okubeera nazo ku kitundu ekyo batusimidde amazzi agagenda okukola mu toilet ezo ne ku ssomero ate ne community naye egenda kubanga efunako amazzi ng'abwereere ate tebagenda kukoma ku ekyo bagenda kutuzimbira ne multipurpose hall egenda okubeerako effumbiro ly'omulembe wamu n'ekigango ekyomulembe ku ssomero lyaffe ery'e Nambogo. Health camp zino eno si yesoose bakakola health camp 3 mu muluka guno mu byalo bino Kijabijo. Obwasooka bakola health camp ne bajjanjaba abantu 15,000 ate ogwokubiri ne bakola health camp wano wennyini ku Kiwumwanyi Health Center 2 era nawo ne bajjanjaba abantu abasoba mu 6. Ekijabijo nno batuyambako n'omwana eyali yalwala obulwadde akawuka kaali okugulu. Omwana oyo ne bamutwala ne bamujjanjaba ne bamulongoosa ssente zaabwe nnyingi mu ddwaliro ly'Amagumba Ekkoso era omwana ne bamuteekinga n'okumuweerera. N'olwekyo batukoze bulungi era abantu b'omuluka gw'Ekimwanyi abantu b'omu byalo Kijabijo Nakwero basiima nnyo bannarotale bano olw'emirimu gye batukolera era bayagala okujjako kubasabira Katonda okwongera okubagabirira kubanga obwa Rotarian nze nali mu kusooka ndowooza nti bugagga ne bwe ngenze mbabeeramu n'okubayambako okukola emirimu gino ngenze okukizuula nti si bugagga bwa ssente wabula bugagga bwa mu mutima nti baaka akatono ke bafuna basobola okuwaayo akatono ne baga nti katwerekereze ne bawaayo okuyambako okujjanjaba abantu bajjanjaba abantu pressure batugema CB bagame COVID-19 bakebera abantu abakuze mu myaka endwadde ez'enjawulo n'okuwa obuwabuzi ku ndwadde nnyingi oba olyawo ze batasobola kujjanjabira wano ne bakulya wawo oyinza okugenda okusobola okujjanjabwa wamu n'okujjanjaba abaana okuwa eddagala ly'ebifuba eddagala ly'ebiwuka n'okuwa obuwabuzi obukwatagana ku bulamu ate era twongera okwebaza abo bonna abantu bajjumbidde okuwaayo omusaayi. Okuwaayo omusaayi kikulu nnyo kitegeeza ebintu bingi. Ekisooka nti gwe ng'omuntu omubiri gwo oba ogwozezza nti ogyemuko ku musaayi ozeemu omulala naye ate n'okusevinga oba okutaasa obulamu bwabo naddala bamaama bafiira mu ssanya n'abantu abagwa ku accident. Era nkubiriza abantu ekintu ky'okuwaayo omusaayi bakyongere nnyo kubanga bw'ofuna ekizibu ogenda mu ddwaliro ate oba weetaaga omusaayi ne bw'oba towaddeeyo bajja kukuteekamu ogw'omusajja eyava eggulu omusajja eyava eyambaale nga takumanyi nako.
Currently, I'm proud to say that the Rotary Club of Bulindo, at an early age of probably 3 years, or you can call it 2 years, were able to have a grant towards Nambogo Primary School, where we have actually just completed an 11-stanza waterborne toilet. This is of course under the WASH project. We have put a fence around the school so that the pupils there can have a very convenient environment for learning. We've also carried out a study, teachings on menstrual hygiene for the girl child, and plus, of course, including the community therein, to be able to have reusable pads. And of course, you know how this has impacted on the girl child, missing school just because of these monthly periods. But now we took it upon ourselves as a club to make sure that our project that we are offering at Nambogo School also has that area of menstrual hygiene. We're also we've sunk a borehole which is supposed to provide water to the school and to the community. So we hope that we shall have 2 points from the borehole that is being sunk. And that is in about the project that we are so far carrying out. of course, plus these other interventions that come periodically. But the one that we are holding at Nambogo Primary School is something that is still ongoing. Hopefully, before the end of the year, we would like to, we might be able to start a multi-purpose dining hall for the school. Our observation and probably a survey indicated that showed that the pupils don't have a dining place, they don't have a kitchen. Even when the weather is not allowing, they still have to sit under the trees, whether it's raining or shining. So we took it upon ourselves now, locally as a club, to build a multi-purpose dining hall, which will serve several purposes: a dining hall, a main hall, and of course with a kitchen. So that is something that is yet to happen, but hopefully before the end of the year we should be able to start that project. So among others, those are a few projects that we've undertaken, and we are very proud of that.
So I call upon people to join Rotary. It is something very nice, service above self. Now, like such a day, you leave your home. I know it's a weekend, people have weddings, but being with people here and serving them, offering them free service, it's something that brings joy to my heart. So, and I know you're out there and you'd love to join such a fraternity, so please come join Rotary.
Twebaza nnyo Bulindo Rotary Club, tubebaza bye mutukolera, tusaba mwongere okutwagala, mwongere okutwagalira ddala, naye okusinga byonna Mukama Katonda okwongera okubagabirira musobole okuba nga mwongere okukola ebyo. Nsembyayo n'okwebaza Meya wa Division y'Ekira Omwami Gerald Kizito, nze yangatta ku Rotary nga ndi kansala w'ekitundu n'atugatta ku Rotary eno tutambula nayo esobodde okutukola ebintu bino amakulu. So Meya Gerald tukwebaza kubanga naye Rotarian olw'omutima ogwo n'olwokwagala omuluka gw'ekimwanyi naddala ebyalo Kijabijjo, Nakwero, Kitukuto, Kimwanyi, Kiwologoma byonna sebo tukwebaza era tojjanga okwo.
An amazing day that has been filled with lots of fun-filled things. But the excitement we see from the Rotarian is because we have eradicated polio. Today in Uganda, we do not have signs of polio. We immunize all our children at birth against polio and across the world. Rotary International has ensured that contribution towards the polio vaccination and immunization is across the world. It's one of the biggest platforms that Rotary has contributed to. And today, the 24th of October, we have had so many Rotary clubs and the Rotary fraternity celebrate the World Polio Day. It has been a memorable day here at the Rotary Club of Bulindo, where we've seen a medical camp. So much blood has been collected by the blood bank. Rotarians have come and given blood to ensure that there is more that they can contribute to the communities. We've seen children being immunized. We've also seen vaccinations against different diseases. But we've also had a medical camp, dental, and different things that have been treated. That is the way Rotary celebrates. We have had tags of war in the different camps. We've had Rotarians sit and reminisce on the different things they've done in Rotary. Thank you to the Rotary Club of Bulindo for a wonderful day celebrated on the medical camp and the rest of the world that has celebrated the World Polio Day. It is important for us to note that polio used to kill a lot of children. I remain Carol Chazeka Koza, a Rotarian from the Rotary Club of Chiwatule, and I ask you today to join Rotary. Join us again here on UBC next week on Tuesday. And please reach out to our YouTube channel, The Rotary Moment Show. Throw us a tweet here and there at The Rotary Moment Show and chat with us on Facebook on The Rotary Moment.